Welcome to the Manifesting Latina podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Norma Reyes, a spiritual manifestation coach and your guide to creating simple spiritual routines that bring more calm, peace, and inspiration into your daily life. As a busy, ambitious Latina myself, I learned how to ditch the overwhelm by slowing down and connecting with my inner wisdom. And I want to teach you how to do the same. By listening to this podcast, you'll learn how to expand your mindset, your abundance, and your ability to receive without the burnout. So if you're ready to step into your power, elevate your spiritual practice, and make manifestation a way of life, you're in the right place. So let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's episode, I will be talking to you about the goddess rising energy, stepping into your divine feminine power. And if you haven't ever heard of what that means, I'm here to help you understand what that means. So, if you've been called or feeling called to step into your power to embrace more flow and intuition and ease in your life, then this episode is for you. The divine feminine rising energy is really inviting you to reconnect to yourself, this sacred energy within you. So grab your tea, take a breath, and let's get into it. So, what is the divine feminine energy? Maybe you've heard this and you have an idea, but you're not really sure what it is. So, the divine feminine energy is this sacred, intuitive, and nurturing force that exists within all of us. Yes, within men too. But for centuries, this energy has been suppressed, overlooked, and even misunderstood. Society has glorified the hustle culture, logic, and control over feminine energy. So, all of those things are aspects of the masculine energy, and they dismiss the power of surrender, intuition, and receptivity. But now, right now, I don't have to tell y'all that the patriarchy is trying to squish us again, squish the feminine energy from rising, but it's not going to happen. So, this goddess rising energy is happening all over the world. Women all over the world are waking up to their spiritual power, reclaiming their voices, their bodies, and their right to live in alignment with their inner wisdom. Think about it. Have you been feeling the urge to slow down, to reconnect with yourself, to create a life that feels more aligned, more abundant, more peaceful? That's your divine feminine energy awakening within you. So, I had a manifestation power hour where we talked a little bit about this. And really, it was because I had been listening to this song called God is Rising. Great song. I'll put it in the show notes. And when I was listening to it, I could just feel that feminine energy rising with me, which is also known as Kundalini. If you haven't heard it, Google it, check it out. I'm not going to talk about that now. But this energy, this power, feminine energy that comes in through us, through our root chakra. I'm moving here like you guys can see me. And this energy, that's why it's called rising. As I'm listening to this song and moving my body, I just feel so connected and powerful. And I have like all these thoughts coming in, like, oh, this is why women are demonized when their sexuality is out there. This is why we've been suppressed to not show our sensualness, and that it's shameful because it is so powerful. And let me tell you why it's so powerful, because like a siren, right? Myths of the sirens that entrap seamen into, I guess, fall into their trap, their whatever, right? Like whatever whatever mythical thing that they are trying to say, but essentially they're saying like women would be, I mean, women, men would be trapped into this feminine energy if we are allowed to be fully in our power, as if we want to manipulate, which is definitely more of a masculine energy, or maybe even a negative feminine energy. Either way, manipulation and wanting to control is not a divine energy. This is toxic energy. And so as I'm thinking about all these things, like this is why the feminine energy has been suppressed. Let me talk now how this affects manifestation. We all have both masculine and feminine energy within us, and the key is balance. Just like anything else, we need both masculine and feminine energy. Masculine energy is all about structure, action, and doing. It's what helps us set goals, create strategies, and take steps towards our desires, right? And that is very like considered golden in the US, right? In corporate culture, that's what's been like put on this pedestal. But it is also important to have our feminine energy. And when we're in our masculine energy only, it leads us to burnout. It leads us to overwhelm. It leads us to being disconnected to our purpose. And we don't want to wake up. We don't want to be here anymore. It's like, what's the point of all of this? And this is why we need a balance, because when we are balanced and connected with our feminine energy, which on the other hand is all about flow, intuition, and receiving, it's what allows us to trust, to align, and to manifest with ease. And it's what allows us to be okay with rest, because we have been told that rest is not okay, because if we're not doing, then we are not productive, and that is not okay. But we don't need to be productive all the time. Rest is productive, right? So many of us have been conditioned to overuse our masculine energy, pushing, forcing, constantly doing without allowing space to receive. But that's the secret in manifestation, because manifestation isn't just about action, it's about energy. The feminine is what makes manifestation feels effortless, because it attracts, it magnetizes, and it calls in exactly what is meant for you. And if you are doing and manifesting to the masculine energy, you may be receiving things that are not for you. But because you're so busy doing, you can't even tune into your intuition to know that that's the issue and why you're burnt out. Because when you are in alignment, you are being rejuvenated by what you are receiving, no matter how much energy you are using, because you are constantly being rejuvenated. But if you are in this masculine energy of doing, 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 and taking, 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 none of it is going to ever fill you up in the way that you are wanting and desiring. And this is also what leads into like overeating and getting into bad relationships and overspending, because you're trying to fill this void, this soul void of this feminine energy that's missing in your life. This feminine energy that allows you to trust and bring things in effortlessly and rejuvenates you. Maybe you're wondering, do I have my goddess energy? Is my goddess energy rising? Am I allowing my feminine energy to come in? Here are some examples, some signs that yes, you are having a feminine energy awakening, a spiritual awakening, feeling called to slow down and embrace self care. You're feeling more intuitive. You just know things without needing any logical proof. That one is so me. And then it's also so hard because I am such a logical person that it's hard. So if that is you and you're like, yes, I feel it, but then I start to question it, allow yourself to question it and then just push those thoughts aside and be like, and that's okay, logic. Thank you. Thank you for that information. Now I'm going to just be here and happily receive. Another sign is you're craving a deeper spiritual connection, whether it's meditation, rituals, or being in nature. Oh my gosh, being in nature is so rejuvenating. Just thinking about it, I'm like, and you're just tired of the hustle and you want to just manifest with more ease. You don't want to burn yourself out. You're tired of just giving and pouring all of your energy for a smidgen back. Right. Another sign is you are feeling called to expand and step into your power, express your truth, and live boldly. If you're not in along, trust that this is happening for a reason. The universe is guiding you back to your divine power. But you're listening to it and you're like, yes, I am being called. I can feel it. I can see it. But how do I embrace this? How do I embrace this rising divine feminine energy within me? So, here are a few ways. Creating a sacred ritual for yourself. You can start your day with a simple spiritual practice, a meditation, journaling, lighting a candle with intention. And you guys know my absolute favorite, the sun salutations. Now, pick one thing. I don't want this to feel like a to do list. I don't want this to feel like just another thing you got to do to get the thing that you are wanting. No, this is a way to slow down and connect with yourself. So if none of those sound good to you, that's okay. There's more ways to do it and you're going to find your way. And if you still feel like, I don't know, send me a DM. I will help you. Send me a DM. Simple as that. Next one is tuning into your body. So move in ways that feel good to you. Dance, stretch, do yoga. The feminine thrives in the body. You know this. Sensualness. Maybe it's giving yourself a self massage, a light touch to connect with your body. If it feels good, it's good. It feels good to feel good. And we've been told that it's not okay to feel good. It's not okay to have desire. It's not okay to feel good in your body. But I am reminding you that yes, it is good. And it is good to feel good. Another way to embrace your goddess rising energy is by strengthening your intuition. Begin to trust your inner voice. The more you listen, the louder it gets. So figure out how your intuition is talking to you. Maybe it's angel numbers. Maybe it's through an oracle card deck. Maybe it's through scrolling and seeing messages that feel like it's someone talking directly to you and your situation. Connect with that message and journal on it. Reflect on it. And another way to do this, another way to connect with your goddess rising energy is connecting with the moon. I absolutely love going to the moon for guidance. The divine feminine is deeply connected with the rhythms of nature and the moon. So, paying attention to the moon cycles and how they affect your energy is a great way to do this. And I'm going to link my old episodes so that you can learn more about the daily moon and manifesting with the moon. And then finally, surrendering and receiving, allowing yourself to rest is being in your divine feminine energy, to receive support. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if that one is one that you struggle with and that you are going to work on this week, myself included. And to believe that you are worthy without constantly having to prove yourself. Let me say these again: surrender and receive. Allow yourself to rest, receive support, and believe that you are worthy without constantly having to prove yourself. You are already worthy as you are. This is your invitation to expand, to rise into your goddess energy, manifest with ease, and fully embody your power. I hope today's episode resonated with you and gave you the permission you needed to fully step into your divine feminine power. The goddess energy is rising, and you're being called to rise with her. If you love this episode, screenshot it, share it on Instagram, tag me, your favorite podcast host. Tag me at Manifesting with Norma so I can celebrate your journey with you. And if you're ready to deepen your spiritual routines, check out my coaching offers and schedule a discovery call with me. I would love to guide you through this expansion. Until next time, keep rising, keep manifesting, keep trusting your divine feminine power. Thank you for tuning in to the Manifesting Latina podcast. I hope today's episode has inspired you to expand your mindset, embrace your spiritual power, and manifest with confidence. Remember, growth happens when you allow yourself to receive. And if you love this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a friend who's ready to expand too. Until next time, keep believing, keep thriving, and keep manifesting your best self.